tuned to Filmnet.
I'm Dagny Holqueen, and this is E! News Week in Review, our 30-minute look at this week's top entertainment news. The drummer for Herbie Hancock's jazz trio has been convicted of heroin smuggling in Japan. A Tokyo judge released Al Foster after giving him a 2-year suspended sentence. Foster was arrested last month after authorities found nearly $600 worth of heroin in a package sent to Foster at a Tokyo hotel. The legal battle continues over whether execution should be seen on television. Cindy Hom examines the controversy, sparked again by Tuesday's execution of Robert Alton Harris in California.
When San Francisco public TV station KQED asked to videotape an execution last year, the court denied the request, saying it could threaten prison security. A century ago, it was common practice for criminals to be executed publicly.
The police began to realize that instead of instilling in people a fear of the death penalty, they were just having a big party. And while people were there watching the executions, their pockets were being picked. So the irony is that what was supposed to scare people away from crime was actually encouraging crime.
But today, executions are conducted behind closed doors.
I think there's value in keeping executions private. By keeping them private, it I think heightens the sense of dread. It heightens the sense of mystery, if you like, or something that's terrible.
But what if KQED had been granted its request?
Televised executions first would be sensationalistic, and then they would trivialize what's happening.
The American Civil Liberties Union was the only group allowed to videotape Tuesday's execution. The ACLU plans on using the video to challenge the gas chamber as a method of execution. Its position on televising the final moments? The state may not prohibit members of the press witnessing an execution. The ACLU goes on to say the condemned may waive his or her privacy interest and permit the use of cameras by witnesses to the execution. However, the ACLU does assert the condemned's privacy interest outweighs the people's right to observe the state's actions. For E! News Week in Review, I'm Cindy Hom.
Harris was asked last year before one of his execution hearings if he would allow cameras to televise his death. He said he had no problem with the idea. A televised execution might change some minds about capital punishment. The station manager of Wish TV in Indianapolis says they are reluctantly broadcasting campaign commercials for an anti-abortion candidate for Congress that features pictures of aborted fetuses.
Wish TV is required by federal law to run this announcement without editing it in any way.
The ads began airing Monday. Debate over whether it's appropriate for the station to run them has generated 20,000 viewer calls. 60% are in favor of airing the ads. Wish TV has added a disclaimer at both the beginning and end of the candidate's commercials. British comedian Benny Hill died last Monday night. Hill suffered a heart attack while alone in his London apartment. The round and racy comedian initially found fame on British television in the 1950s. The Benny Hill Show, with its scantily clad women and double entendres, came to the United States in 1979. Accusations of sexism caused the show's cancellation in 1989. Hill was 67 years old. Satyajit Ray, the Indian film director who received an honorary Academy Award just 3 weeks ago, died Thursday in Calcutta. Ray's Oscar for Lifetime Achievement celebrated his film depictions of life among India's desperately poor. Born into a wealthy and prominent Indian family, the filmmaker had been suffering from breathing problems compounded by a heart ailment. He died 9 days before his 71st birthday. Movie tough guy Neville Brand is dead of emphysema.
You killed him, huh? Both of them?
Oh, such nice boys. It makes me sick to my...
Brand played a prisoner of war in Stalag 17. In real life, he was the 4th most decorated soldier of World War II. After the war, Brand entered drama school in Los Angeles, eventually appearing in more than 40 films. The gravel-voiced actor often played villains in westerns, prison movies, and action pictures. Neville Brand was 70. Performers Color Me Badd and other celebrities participated in a job-a-thon Thursday in Los Angeles to help fight gang violence.
You are donating money so that kids can get jobs, and if they're working, they're off the streets.
Celebrities joined forces with a local radio station to stop the violence on the streets. The goal of the 18-hour job-a-thon was to give kids an alternative to gangs.
But basically, I just talked about them pulling themselves out from over there because they can do it. It all depends on whether they want to do it or not. It's up to them.
One of the reasons we wanted to be able to be famous someday was to be able to do positive things. And so when opportunities like this arise, we definitely take advantage of it.
Job-a-thon organizers hope to raise more than $100,000 to provide an alternative to street violence. Liz Taylor's husband, Larry Fortensky, could face jail time if convicted on charges of drunk driving. Wednesday, Fortensky's appeal to seek dismissal of the charges was denied. The trial is set for May 20th in California. Obscenity charges were filed against 2 of the nation's largest retail record chains Wednesday in Omaha, Nebraska. At issue, the sale of 2 live crew albums to minors. The Musicland Group, Trans World Music, and a local Omaha retailer faced 6 counts between them for allegedly selling the Sports Weekend album to underage buyers during a sting operation. The city councilman behind the sting calls the album by Luther Campbell's group pornographic. A statement from the Musicland Group says the obscenity charge is without merit. Michael Jackson's In the Closet video premiered this week on the Fox network, but one Fox affiliate decided not to air the racy video. WSYT in Syracuse, New York refused to run Jackson's new song because management felt the sexy video wasn't appropriate for the family hour. Instead, the station aired a promotion for the Fox show Married with Children. An Indiana man says he was gypped when he paid full price for tickets to see Frank Sinatra and Shirley MacLaine in concert. Ralph Wilson is suing the arena managers of the Evansville concert. They allegedly cut ticket prices at the last minute to ensure a full house. The suit seeks a 50% refund to everybody who paid full price. Company spokesmen say the discounted tickets were available all along. U2's first North American concert tour in 5 years is now over, but fans who missed out will get another chance. The group is booked at New Jersey's Meadowlands August 1st and RFK Stadium in Washington August 15th. The tour is expected to move westward, but no dates have been announced. Hank Williams Jr. has been working on a commercial for Budweiser. The 30-second spot features the singer's unique ability to mix honky-tonk, Dixieland, and rock music. The commercial was created after Budweiser heard Fax Me a Beer on Williams' new hit album Maverick. Hank Williams Jr. and other stars have been endorsing products, including alcohol, for years. But as Greg Agnew reports, the U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Antonio Novello, wants to put a stop to the practice. It's raised questions of star image and responsibility and has made for some unhappy advertisers.
Dr. Antonio Novello, the government's Surgeon General, is upsetting advertisers by speaking out against the use of popular figures in commercials for tobacco and alcohol products. In particular, the use of Guns N' Roses rocker Slash in upcoming ads for Black Death vodka.
You have a product that is in a box that looks like a coffin, that has skulls and bones in the front, and that it has Guns N' Roses as the one who is going to sell it. You are going to take the kids to believe that death is nothing.
Novello claims Slash and other celebrities who do alcohol ads are encouraging underage kids to start drinking.
When you're a media figure, you are a role model for a whole bunch of kids that might see you more than they see their parents.
Tom Lyons, head of the Black Death Vodka Company, told E! News that Novello is wrong about the commercials, which will feature Slash, a problem drinker, discouraging underage and excessive consumption. He said, until such time as she sees the advertising, I see no point in her trying to censor it.
These are legal products. They're not illegal drugs. They're legal drugs, if you will, and they can be used responsibly.
Celebrities have mixed feelings about liquor ads. Henry Mancini, the star of a past Jack Daniels spot, believes it's up to the performer.
If someone offered me to do a commercial, I think I would do it.
I was just offered a pretty good sum of money to endorse a beer product, and I had to think about that. I didn't know, well, you know, I mean, maybe it's better to just continue to endorse good comedy on the Seinfeld show.
Apart from celebrity endorsements, Novello is also campaigning against the use of cartoon figures in ads, especially the use of Joe Camel in cigarette promotions. In Los Angeles, I'm Greg Agnew for E! News Week in Review.
Wednesday was Earth Day, a day to think about conservation. He's Greg Agnew reports the message of Earth Day is having an impact on the entertainment community.
We're in trouble and we need to all get together and work to make it a better place.
The bottom line is that within 10, 15, or 20 years, if we don't start doing something, we are going to suffer the consequences.
Ecology is a wholeness and a oneness with life, and we have to take care of every little bit.
20 years ago, most people were saying, save the earth from what? What do you mean? Is there a problem? And it just took a long time before people started to realize that, yes, there was a big problem here, and we did need to save the earth.
Through awareness created by past Earth Days, an organization, Save the Earth, has emerged to spread the environmental word, with spokesperson Melody Thomas Scott, message T-shirts, and conservation TV storylines.
A lot of the shows now have dialogue about recycling, and they have clothes that they're wearing. A lot of our shirts have been on TV. They've been on The Family Man and different programs, Married People. And the more that the producers and directors bring this message out, the more the audience will conform.
I see changes everywhere. All of the kids at all the schools are being taught how to recycle and save, and the tuna issue last year was a big deal with the kids.
Actor Ed Begley Jr., an outspoken advocate of ecology, is a cautious supporter of Earth Day.
Well, it's not just